Good morning, good morning. Happy Wednesday. Hope everyone's having a great morning and a great trading session so far. Good morning, Applejacks. Good morning, Amelia. How are you ladies this morning? Good morning, good morning. Okay, here we are. You're so sleepy and you're beefing with the market. That's not a good combination. I actually don't even know what time I went to sleep. I just know I woke up at my 8 o'clock alarm, lights on, never got under the covers. So I was tired. News on the session, we do have 9 a.m. medium impact news. Let's launch this. Trump in meeting with leaders. That's what it says for 8:45 on Financial Juice. I thought I was all the way prepared. I am not. All right, now we are. Okay. Just a little spat, no biggie. Cold weather coming all over the U.S. this weekend. I need to go to the grocery store then, because I'm not going outside. Decided to fill the limit long on gold when I wasn't paying attention. Ow. Were you able to get out break even or no? Not trade until you resolve your issues. Good morning, Diego. How are you this morning? Good morning. Good morning. Perfect trade, but purchase. All right. What a drop. Oh, Thank God I didn't get into it. We literally came one tick from hitting the prior close. Oh, you know what? I forgot. I think I said, yeah. I want it to be a trap, actually. Hold on, let me write this in. And it wasn't a trap. Okay, we're good. We're good. Well, try to get into that one. Took off without me. Trump needs to stop saying things. All I hear is Trump says, Trump says, Trump says. Small loss, it's okay. At least it was a small loss. Also purchase to increase the metals margins. Gold mini now is at 1K per contract. Oh yeah, I did get that email. It was funny because the email said, we're sending you this email because you've recently traded metals. I'm like, I think it said recently traded metals in the last few months or something. I'm like, who? I haven't traded metals in years. I don't know what you're talking about, but thank you for the heads up then. 4, 5. I can't even see in here. And you know what? Oh yeah, that would have. I can't see anything in there. It's a neutral bar. I would have hoed myself. I think I want to stick to the wick on that one too. 650 high. Yeah, that would have just stopped me out. What is that? I hate when the numbers are that close. Just as I suspected. All right, so we're gonna do. What fellas? Get fired, y'all gonna pay? Hell no. Not that's a yes from Diego. Look, he didn't say no. I said no. I said no. Um, 1, 2, 3, 4. I would have gotten into that, but VWAP's there, so. And it pushed through. Maybe now that I've refined my rule set, I can push into same looking levels. Ooh, that was a terrible rejection. All right. That was nasty. Oh my goodness, you have got to be kidding me. Oh, I literally said, okay, wait, no, that's my fault. I literally said, I think I want traps on all of those exhaustion type of moves. So that one actually might be my fault, just a tad. I literally just said that. That's cool. Oh, pushing new highs. I literally just said that out loud. Maybe I need to like write it really big. I think it said Trump is beginning his Q&A. Good morning, Chris. How are you this morning? Good morning, good morning. Why not? Girl, pay my bills. You the one got the job. Why I'm just going up and up and up. No pullback to even get into a long. Dang. All right, I'm going to be very careful because we're around the highs. I'm so mad that I literally just said that last trade out loud and still did the opposite. Spare me. Freaking spare me. Literally said it out loud. Once I get this down with trading at levels and stuff, I promise y'all I'm going to be so good. Y'all, why did I just wake up from a dream that, I don't know, it was very weird. Me and my mom were like moving out of this hotel into a house or something. Never lived in a hotel in my life. But anyway, eventually like I couldn't find her. So I was getting onto this train track with these people trying to find my mom. And I don't know, something really weird happened. I can't remember. But anyway, let's see, that's equal. Yeah, so then I found this pathway to get onto this cruise ship. But when I got to the end of the pathway, the cruise ship was gone. So I was trying to catch up to it, but then I saw these sharks in the water. So then I got onto this little like platform thing on the right hand side. And then next thing you know, I was waking up on this, like, they don't call it a sailboat. It's one of those like boats where there's like nothing around you. I guess maybe almost like what you see, almost like a raft kind of. But it was a boat because it was moving on its own. We weren't paddling or anything. And it was me, my mom's brother, his wife, my sister, and someone else. And there was a hailstorm coming. And we knew it was coming, but we was too far out in the water to like help ourselves. So we was just like, all right, hold on. So we like all holding on, like, y'all hold on real tight. It's sharks in the water, it's whales in the water. And it's just hail pieces just flying, hitting us and everything. We just gotta keep holding on to this pole. And then I woke up. Don't ask me any questions. Thank you. Don't ask me any questions. I have the craziest, weirdest ass dreams. I will never quite understand them. Who just called my granny and woke her up? Come on now, be respectful. You know what time she get up. I took my order off. Still don't know about that. Opposite side delta. It said it's supposed to work for divergence, and yeah, I don't know about that. I don't know about that. What was I smoking before bed? We doing the camera cute. I didn't eat anything before bed. That's the craziest part. I didn't. I didn't eat anything. Ay, ay, ay. Yeah, I don't know. All right, there's a Yeah, I just be having the most vivid dreams. It's always been that way. Oh, I wouldn't have gotten I definitely wouldn't have gotten filled. Yeah, I gotta rewrite my rules to where all of the this is the exhaustion pattern that I like on Divergence. Really high volume bar on the pullback, or I guess this will be the impulse move since it's Divergence. Really high volume, low volume on the entry bar, point of control in the wick, and it's a trap. That's literally it. Good morning, Pred. How are you this morning? Good morning, good morning. Today, I already get a thumbs down from me. This community, Chris. Keamber hates us all. Oh, don't listen to her, Chris. I love all of you guys. We have the best time ever. This entire month gets a thumbs down. You see why we put them. 5-minute ATR on gold is 12 points, and the 1 minute is 6. That's crazy. ATR is 66 for YM. Goodness. Catamaran, baby, I don't know. Listen, it was a crazy dream, okay? Just don't judge me like Apple Jacks. Okay? It's rude. It's very rude. Very rude. Nope. Nope, nope, nope. Somebody definitely woke my granny up, and I'm not happy about it. Let my baby sleep. What's wrong with you people? Oh, we're doing this shit again, bro. All right, there's the 9 o'clock news. I'll be clear to trade in a minute and a half. Pred, how's your week been going so far? I ain't gonna lie. even though I had some really good sleep to where like, if listen, if I can fall asleep with my lights on, no fans on for white noise, no eye mask on so that I don't have weird dreams. Like I have very okay. Most of my dreams sound weird to you guys. But when I say weird dreams, like because I sleep with my eyes partially open, when I am like having a dream, a lot of times it'll be something where I don't know, like it'll eventually switch to me just like laying there and like I'm watching myself. I can see everything around me, I can hear everything around me, and it is the worst dream ever because you don't really once you're aware of your surroundings while you're asleep, especially when you can't wake yourself up, it is the worst. Like there's no rest. So I'm actually surprised I was able to actually rest. Um, but I'm still tired. I am very tired. Like I'm not sleepy, but I'm just tired because I just feel like I know I didn't get enough sleep. That's for sure. Oh, my phone's gonna die. Great. I don't need it anyway. I'm not a demon. I'd be scared. No, it's so funny because I visited one of my friends. This was probably like 7 years ago. Yeah, about 6, 7 years ago. And he was playing the game and his desk and stuff is like right in front of his bed. His bed is like set up like vertical behind him. So I was sleeping and he was talking to me and he was like, now I didn't see or hear anything until he started waving in front of my eyes. Then it was like I just immediately, whatever my dream was, I don't remember, that was a long time ago. Whatever my dream was, it just like flipped me out of that dream to then start paying attention to him. And no, see that, oh wait, no. And so yeah, so I saw him. Oh, I didn't get filled on two of my accounts. It's cool. I saw him and I woke up. I was like, "What are you doing?" He's like, "You weren't awake?" I'm like, "No, I wasn't." He's like, "Oh, you know you sleep with your eyes open?" I'm like, "Yeah, I do. Are you okay?" Yeah, that was a time. A time was had. Oh, that's not what I want. Oh, you know what? We're gonna break even out of that if we can, because that's not the. I was gonna say that's not the trade. I didn't realize how deep of a impulse move that was. I wouldn't have normally looked for that, so I just went ahead and got out. It worked out perfect though. Good morning, Trenches. How are you this morning? That is so ass. That is so ass. I wouldn't have gotten filled anyway. Oh, it took off. All right. Good morning, Paul. How are you this morning? Green so far. Trump says he's gonna make the market great again. 2 different projects. These projects insist on all wanting everything done at the same time. Ew. Tell them be realistic. Like, stop playing with Apple Jacks. This man using AI to do my review. Yeah, that is so lazy and trifling. How many, like, is it a lot of you guys where maybe he felt inclined to do it because it's so many of you? Okay, or not. Hold on. I think I actually did that wrong. That's why I got out. Oh, yeah, I did. There wasn't enough volume in that entry bar. Wasn't enough volume. This particular structure, lower high to higher low to lower high, especially more so counter trend, that volume has to be pretty high on the bar. I would have gotten wicked out just for it to go where I wanted it to go. Ooh, that was a quick stop out. Oh, don't wake me out, please. Are you fucking serious? All right. I've reached my loss limit on the Apex account. I gotta take it out. The other ones are fine. Like, why, bro? Why? 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 Just why? So annoying. Oh, that is so annoying. He has 6 direct reports. Oh, yeah, that's not enough to do that. You just blew a TPT Pro? No. What happened? You still have that Bulinox that you can activate? That just pissed me off, low-key. All right, I'm more so gonna look for the counter trend move, but no interest reversal. I'll just start just sticking with that. That just made me so mad. Well, how far up are you gonna go? Oh my God. Please. It's gonna lose. It's too high of volume right here at this. It's a prior lower high. I should have broke even out of that. This is technically a resistance level, so I don't want the volume to be really high on it. This is why when you're tired, you don't trade, you guys. Just don't trade. It's not worth it. It's not worth it at all. All right. I'm going to have to stick to my rule of if this level is green, but it's really a resistance level, it's drawn on a lower high. So if this was really a good level to sell at, the volume wouldn't be so high on it, basically, on the entry bar. Oh, well, that one just took off. The market ain't worth it. Well, I'm on eval, so it is what it is. But I gotta stick to my rule of that, though, for sure. I think all the trades that I took today that I lost, we were touching a level, and it throws my mind off because I'm still not 100% on like how I want to trade at levels yet, if that makes sense. But it's cool. I'm so annoyed. I'm so annoyed. I'm so annoyed. All right. I'm gonna fix it. Yeah. Well, if I think that that's better than resetting. Resetting just doesn't make sense from a financial aspect. I don't care how much money you have. Resetting these accounts is not worth it to me, personally. I'm losing all my little progress on these accounts. I'm just so annoyed. It's the levels. The levels get me, man. I'm just gonna stay away from them. How about that? Be my best bet right now. Oh, that also. This bar closed at the close of this bar, so that does change things a little bit. Ten more minutes, and then I can go journal my life away. Yeah, the resets don't make sense. Eval on a pro, brought another eval on 1300. See? Yes, Applejacks. Why you say hey, Keamber? Am I in trouble? What did I say? Oh, take a nap for you? I don't even know if I'll have time to take a nap. That's what's the most annoying part. So annoying. Just a free reset are really cheap. Yeah. If I have time, I'll make sure that I take a long enough one for the both of us. But I don't even know if I'll have time to. Like I'm literally right here, and I know the things that are confusing me in my brain. And so I have to fix those little things. And until they're fixed, I'm going to be really bothered. Like really, really bothered. It's so silly. There's just not enough time in the day. Like legit, yesterday was I need you guys to understand how much time, energy, and effort I put into this. Okay. Yesterday was so volatile. There was like 200 and something reversal bars in the first 55 minutes of the market being open. Okay. Okay. Now, it took me from 10 a.m. till it was either 3:30 or 4 o'clock to finish journaling all of that. When I say annoyed is a complete understatement, I mean it. Because I also didn't have time to really analyze everything. Like by the time you finish doing all of that, you just want to like bury yourself into either nothingness or your hobby or something. Like that is too long. Okay, wait. I did take like an hour and some change break to help my grandma, but still, that's a long time, bro. Like a long time. And it was just too much. It was too much. So I didn't really get time to analyze things the way I really truly wanted to, but fuck that. Like, so yeah, I wasn't happy. Yeah, Paul. So basically, for a couple of weeks, I was only journaling the wins because I was trying to figure out, okay, can I find the commonalities between the wins? Like, fuck the losses, whatever. Let me just look at the wins. But you can only do that for so long because obviously you have to filter out the losses. And if you don't know what's happening in the losses that are not happening in the wins, well, how can you filter them out? You get what I mean? So this entire time I've been on YouTube, I've always like taken all of the data and tried to find the commonalities. So during those couple of weeks where I was only journaling the wins, it was my first time trying to just like reverse engineer it. Like, let's reverse engineer this. Let's start off with just the wins and like dwindle it down. Well, in doing that, that's what helped me realize that one of my issues was that I was looking at structure incorrectly. And what I mean by that is like, let's see if I can find a good example. Yeah, let me see if I can find a good example. Here's one. Well, yeah, kind of. All right, so on Rinkos, right, because it compresses time, volume, and all of that, there are times when you have what's called a volume tick mismatch, okay? And what that means is, if I take this execution off, so like when you see this pullback here, right, there's 620 volume compared to the 540 that it took to push up. So, but if you look at the actual swing size, I mean, you don't even need to look here. You can see that this swing size is much less than this swing up. So that's a mismatch. So what I was doing when I was initially for this first 2 whole years, when I was journaling my session, I was journaling the setups based off of the swing volume instead of the tick distance. Tick distance is what actually causes structure, not volume, because volume can be absorbed. There can be low volume for a liquidity run. Like this was clearly a liquidity run here. because it should have took way more volume to push up this many points. I mean, you can look here. You see there was 2.1 thousand volume to push up 35 points versus 540 to push up 27 and a half points. Like that's a pretty big difference for there only to be a few points difference in the pushes. And so when you have very high volume but a low swing, so high volume compared to here, but a low swing compared to here, that's absorption. It's either absorption or, again, like I said, this could just be the liquidity run. So I basically realized that those, when I was only journaling the wins, I realized like, wait a second. I started noticing that there was a difference sometimes between the tick distance and the volume when you compare swings. So I usually compare like three swings to each other, essentially. So like if I'm looking for this buy after this pullback here, I compare this swing to that one. That tells me how strong the impulse move, which tells you how late you are into a trend. Okay. And then I compare the impulse move to the previous pullback, because that tells me how strong the buyers are compared to the last sellers. So I want to know how strong the buyers are compared to the last buyers and the last sellers. And then on the pullback, I'm just comparing the sellers to the previous sellers. Now, over time, I realized of looking at tick structure and not volume that all setups follow the same tick structure. Meaning, if I am looking for this no interest reversal like this, higher high to higher low to lower high, when you look at the tick structure, it's always going to be compression, because this is considered a no interest reversal, right? So this swing is less than this swing is less than this swing. It's a compression type of thing. You only have compression in the market when there's nobody interested in the market moving either way. Like the buyers nor the sellers care which way it moves. And so those setups happen quite often, and they're actually the most efficient setups. Like I'm so close to only trading those, but I wouldn't get enough setups in a day. But anyway, so no matter what the volume looks like even if the volume here ended up being higher than 1.2K, it doesn't matter, because the tick structure is still going to show that this is a no interest reversal. So basically the reason why my data was all skewed and all over the place, hard to analyze for 2 years, is because I was going based off of volume and not tick structure. So me switching that actually helped out a ton. But now, I have like little nuances, like, all right, when price is hitting a level, how do I want it to be? Now that I had to redefine what the setups are, I have to redefine like what it is that I'm looking for. Like, where do I want the point of control to be? So one of the things that I was talking kind of out loud to myself and you guys earlier was like exhaustion patterns. You have to have the point of control being the wick, and it has to be a trap. Otherwise, it's not an exhaustion pattern. And the reason why you have to have that as an exhaustion pattern. So if I find I took one of those trades and I lost it because I just literally forgot that fast, because I wasn't able to remake my cheat sheet this morning. Oh wait, I gotta turn the executions on. Duh. Let me see if I can find it. Was it here? Yes, it was here. Yeah. All right. So anytime you have an exhaustion pattern, first of all, most divergence, you want it to be exhaustion unless there's an overlap of bars. Like, I'll have to find an example. But anyway, so this is an exhaustion pattern because on this pullback, I got into the buy. It just entered me a little late over there, but I got into the buy. So it's an exhaustion pattern because if you look down here, you see the sellers, you see how hard they had to try to push through the VWAP. Now remember, this is a resistance band because it's an upper VWAP band. So it shouldn't take the sellers this much effort to try to push through it. Okay. So you have very high volume on the push down compared to the push up, right? And then your reversal bar is low volume compared to this high exhaustion bar here. Because the other thing you have to remember is on my Rinkos, every single bar inside of the swing is only 2 ticks, right? So it should never take a whole lot of volume to push 2 ticks from the previous entry. The previous close. So this is exhaustion. So the point of control was in the wick, yes, but it actually was a continuation. So the buyers were in control in the point of control, which shows that it wasn't an exhaustion pattern, because I want the sellers to exhaust themselves out at the bottom of this bar so I can trap them. And after this, I don't think I took any more trades like that where it wasn't the exhaustion pattern that I was looking for. But most divergence works really well with that. So it's like little small things like that where I just have to like retrain my brain, number one. But number two, one thing that I noticed yesterday was like let me see if I could find a good one. Oh, here's one right here. All right, so this is divergence. This swing kind of messed up or whatever, but this is higher high to higher low to higher high divergence, okay? Now, if you look, this bar right here closed in the range of this bar, okay? So anytime that happens on divergence, that's called overlap. This is just auction theory, okay? Anytime you have overlap like that, especially when you are rotating over a level, rotating mean the previous swing started on the level and then the swing down that I'm trying to enter started on the level as well. Okay, they both closed over the level. Anytime you have that, the market is looking for acceptance. And this was something that I was missing. Okay. The market is looking for acceptance. That is why you have bar overlap on Rinkos. When it comes to point of control in a bar, acceptance means a body point of control. Rejection means a wick point of control. Now, if you look inside of the bar here, you can see the point of control is in the body. Why? Because price is we're trying to accept price at this VWAP. If it was in the wick, that would mean that price is rejecting the VWAP, even though we're rotating in the same area as price attempts, the auction attempts to resolve by acceptance. So that's something that I just learned like yesterday or the day before. Because I noticed yesterday, like when I was journaling, I'm like, wait, on a lot of these divergences, I usually like the point of control to be in the wick, but it's working in the body. Let me go back and see like why. And that was why, because we had some kind of overlap. Whether a level was there or not didn't matter. It was just the fact that we had price overlap. Divergence should never be like that because divergence is a failure mechanism. And the only way to fail is to be far away and have the point of control in the wick. So I think that right now I've always told you guys, like, my whole goal was to master the market from a standpoint of understanding the market, right? That has been my main goal. As much as I wouldn't say it bothers me. It doesn't bother me that I've been learning for 2 years. It bothers me that when I had the businesses that I've had, I've always reverse engineered things. And I feel like if I would have reverse engineered from day one, the way I've always known, I would have been at payouts. I would have been at consistently profitable and things like that. So it just bothers me that like I literally took 2 years to do something I always do. You know what I mean? But in the process of learning anything from a new standpoint, you have to unlearn things, right? So in my brain, I've always traded something a certain way. Obviously, it was working, not working. That's why it's been kind of an up and down type of journey for me. And I'm very happy that I'm not one of those, like, you know how they always say it's easier to teach a brand new trader that knows nothing than somebody who knows something, who's been on the charts for a long time. I'm happy that I'm not that person, because I'm like I'm always on a quest to learn new things, right? So now that I'm starting to really understand auction theory and stuff like that, again, because there's practically no information out here when it comes to Rinko trading, like nothing digestible really. I'm having to learn auction theory, learn how that works on Rinkos, and it's an uphill battle sometimes, and it's very frustrating. But I know that I'm on the right track, because I think this is only what, my second or third red day in like a month. Who can be upset with that? You know what I mean? And it's just little small things. Like, I know that I know that the buy rotation levels are resistance levels and the sell rotation levels are support levels. I know that if a level is truly a strong level going in the direction that you're trading, so if a resistance level is actually a strong level for you to push off of, it never takes this much volume. This much volume means there's a problem. The buyers and sellers are fighting, but we shouldn't be fighting at resistance if it's truly a good resistance level. That's legit the only reason this trade lost. And I know this, but in the process of learning, relearning, figuring out what to take out, what to keep in, these are just like little small things that I just forget about, if that makes sense. So I'm going to fix it. No worries. I'm going to fix it. But it's just very annoying. You feel like you're getting a PhD. I'm telling you, like, when I start putting out content regarding different things that I've learned over time, it's going to be such high quality, because I've literally, like, I have the data to prove it, number one, but I've legit spent so much time just learning, because I never wanted to listen to people who say that the market is erratic and there's no patterns and you can never be consistently profitable. No, don't ever make day trading your day job, because what if you have really bad streaks and blah, blah, blah. Like, I feel like people who speak from that standpoint are people who refuse to put in the time, energy, and effort to learning and understanding the market. When you're taking trades and you're like, I wonder why, like, why is it not doing that? Well, first of all, your strategy is based off intuition. So that's why it's not doing what you want it to do, because the market doesn't give a fuck what you want. Okay. But also, you don't want to actually know why. Otherwise, you would spend the time. I just told y'all yesterday, I journaled from 10 to 3 or 4 o'clock. And because when I start my journaling, when like I always time everything. So I'll write like my start time, and then I keep everything really organized. So like I journal the trend pullbacks, then the counter trend pullbacks, then the trend divergence, then the counter trend divergence. That way everything kind of stays organized or whatever. And so every time I finish that set of setups, I write down the time I stop. If I take a break, I write down that I took a 15-minute break in between and stuff like that. Like I put in the time, you guys. And I know that I'm like literally right there. I just have to fix these really, really tiny things, and then I'll be okay. I will. I saw about day trading, but I was like, Keamber in a million gonna eat her up. Let me not. Please share it. I want to see. Am I messy for wanting to see? Probably am, but I don't care. I want to see. But yeah, I'm gonna get going, you guys. Oh wait, let me show you guys the accounts. So I kind of screwed up that Apex PA, but that's all right. It is what it is. If I thought I wasn't ready, I obviously wouldn't have traded it. Last thing I want to do is lose my second PA. We don't want that. We don't want that. Let's see. All right, here's the accounts. So I took like 7 trades, but only 4 on this account before I hit what I wanted my daily loss limit to be. And then I only took 6 trades on this particular account. I think, oh yeah, I didn't get tagged into one of the accounts. As far as this thing doesn't want to work half the time. And I'm not gonna log in to see. I don't know what I know I won at least 1 trade. Probably, let me see. From negative 200, that means I'm about negative 2, I think. So I would say I probably won. I probably won. Wait, I took 7 trades, right? Yeah. So I probably won 2 and lost 1, 3 and lost shit. I don't know, you guys. Just know I'm negative $200 and negative $300. Shit. I still have $1,600 in drawdown on the TPT account, 16 on the Tradeify account, and then I got about $2,100 on both of the Apex accounts. And yeah, that's that. See you, Diego. Have a great day. Put it in Discord. Okay. Market humbled me today, but I did my rep. Me too. Me too. It's okay. It all takes time. That's what was hard for me to get, I think. Yeah, hell yeah, Pred. And for me, like I said, when I came to YouTube, I knew it was going to take me at least 2 years. So that part didn't really bother me. It's just when you always feel like you're right there, but you know you're missing something. And after 2 years, I realized that one of the things that I was missing was that I had to rely on tick structure, not volume. So that fixed a lot of issues. That's why I had like 2 weeks of green, I think 2 or 3 weeks of green, before I had my first red day. So that part changed a lot, but I still know that there's just 1 or 2 really small things that are keeping me from where I want to be, keeping me from being where I want to be. And once I fix those really, really tiny things, I'll be okay. I'll be all right at that point. But yeah, so that's it for me, you guys. I'm going to go journal this long ass session and be upset. And yeah, so I thank you guys for tuning in. Please like the video on your way out if you haven't already. Subscribe if you haven't already. But other than that, I will see you guys bright and early tomorrow morning at 8:30 a.m. Central Standard Time. Enjoy the rest of your day. Bye, guys.